Hey guys, Donna with Cypress Designs. Welcome, come on in and say hi. Welcome to my segment of Craft Around the Clock. Hopefully I put that in the description. I bet you I forgot. If you have not followed Craft Around the Clock, you need to join it. It's a free group. You get all these great crafters and everything. So tonight I thought I'm sitting in for somebody else who could not make it tonight. That's why I popped in so quickly. So, okay, so what we're gonna make is a vignette again. You know me, I love my little vintage vignettes. So we've got some cute little angels that we're gonna try. Hey Sandy, we're gonna use one or two. I don't know which one I'm gonna use, but one of these little vintage angels. Hey Wanda, how are you? So one of these we're gonna use tonight. So, they had these boxes at, I think it was either Dollar Tree or Dollar General. I think it was Dollar Tree. We're going to leave it the way it is. It's very pretty. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? You don't have to do much to it. So we're going to find where the back is. And I'll ask a couple questions. Because I'm going to use an angel, do you think I should Jesus is the reason for the season? Hey Amanda. Hey Charlene. What do you guys think? So there's going to be an angel on top. So it's Christmas angel. So do you think we should Jesus is the reason for the season? Or I'm dreaming of a white Christmas? I got to figure out which one we're going to use. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we have to figure out this part. And because we're doing Christmas vignette, I'm going to go ahead and do the Silent Night on here. I did it on fabric. We're going to go age it up a little bit more now. It's a little cattywampus. It's my printer. Can't do too much about the printer. So let me see if I can get my, sorry guys. See, when you put stuff away, you don't put it away properly. Okay, so I'm just going to age it up a little, just the edges, nothing more. How's everybody tonight? Yeah, I feel so off, but I thought, yeah, you know, sometimes people need help. They don't feel good. You gotta help the sisters out, you know? And then I've got these cute little snowflakes, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna use them. Hey Kelly, how are you? So we're gonna go ahead and use this in the center. Well, if I do this one, what do you think? Should I do the words that, or should I do Jesus is the reason for the season? Hey Carolyn, which one? Do you think I should use that or Silent Night? Should I use, it's going to have a little angel. Here, let me show you. It's going to be one or the other. I'm not sure which one we're going to use. This is hey Sherry, this is going to be a vintage little sleigh. Okay? So do you think I should do Jesus is the reason for the season, Dreaming of a White Christmas, or Silent Night? Hi Chris, how are you? What do you guys think? Only one is on fabric. I didn't have time to print the rest. What do you guys think? Do you have a preference? Because if I do this, that'll be here, or I could do the Silent Night. Hey Tracy, I could do the Silent Night, or Jesus is the reason for the season on here. Hi Diane. Or I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. What do you guys think? Hi Nola. Do you think I should just stick with Silent Night since it is Christmas? And what do you guys think? Should we just go with it because it's a little bolder? Hang on, I gotta make sure I know where the back is. Let's just go ahead and put this on. I'm gonna go ahead and just put some Mod Podge on here. Try not to make a mess. Probably went and spent some money on. Hi Cubbyhole Crafts, how are you? What is your first name? I know I've probably been on your page, or I've liked your page, and you know how it is. When you're a crafter, you don't have as much time as everybody else does. Make sure there's no, that's the back. Hang on. I want to make sure the back is with the back. Hang on. Everything should be lined up. Where is that? There it is. Just want to make sure all the bad stuff is on the same end. There we go. And these were from, hey Pam, hey Cindy, these were from, I believe it was Dollar Tree. me wipe this little mess of mine here. Okay, so where's the back? I have a tendency to go the wrong spot, so I want to make sure, there it is. I'm gonna put this right here. What I love about these boxes, guys, there's really not a lot you have to do. Now when it printed, it didn't print very straight, but it's okay. Hold on, there you go. But it's okay, it's supposed to be vintage, so it's supposed to be all messed up a little bit. Hey Pam, hey Pat. Okay, so that's that. We'll leave that. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is, I have to ask, what do you guys think? See, we're gonna be doing, wait, let's get started here. Let me do it the right way. Let's go with getting this part set up real quickly. Then you guys will see what I'm talking about. Let's get this up here. It's gonna have greenery and stuff on the top. I just gotta make sure everything's lined up properly. So I know where the front is and the back is. It doesn't really matter too much, but I wanna make sure I'm kind of right there, okay? We're gonna do this little sleigh. Hey Brenda, isn't this a cute little sleigh? I went ahead, hey Ann, I went ahead and put a styrofoam in there because I want the angel to stand up a little bit more. So what I have to do though is, I do not like just the sleigh being so boring. So I thought we're gonna just spruce up the sleigh a little bit. We're gonna give it a little bit of rub and buff, just to kind of give it a different tone, because you don't want everything looking exactly alike. Hey Cindy, how are you? Hey Deborah, hey Marilyn. Sorry if I'm trying to make sure I catch up on you all. Yeah, I got everybody. Okay. So everybody doing good today? I just got so much going on. I wasn't going to go on tonight, but somebody needed help, and I said, I'll be there. So we're going to go ahead and do the inside. Now, I'm a fan of vignettes, vintage vignettes. So I love all that stuff. I'm going to do this part, at least some color, so it doesn't look all the same. I can't get inside here, so, but that's okay. Nobody's gonna really see that. Hi, Dana. So see, now at least it has a little distinction between the silver and stuff. I'm gonna put a little bit on the edges, on the bottom here. Sorry, but I don't have my eyes are not as great as they should be anymore. Anybody else has that issue? I do. I just want to give it a little definition. It's not so boring. Everybody got their stuff done for their decorating done? I'm almost there. Almost there. Okay, so now we have a little bit of definition, so it's not so boring. Take all the excess off. Okay, so now instead of it being just silver, it's got a little distinction. Hey Dorothy, hey Lindsay, hey Shay Shed, hey Ava, how are you? If I missed you guys, I'm sorry. I try to catch up on everybody. Okay, so now we have our little stand inside. Hey Martha. So I'm going to make, because sleighs shouldn't be boring. Where did my little piece of fabric go? I haven't used the hairdryer, so it shouldn't have gone anywhere. I cut a piece of fabric for the back of the sleigh. Here it is. We are going to take this, and you know how the back of a sleigh has fabric, or like a, what do you call it? A blanket and stuff. So we're going to kind of sort of do that. So I'm going to try to take this the best I know. Got to dress this baby up. It can't be boring. And we are going to take and make it pretty. Now I'm going to make sure I've got it all in the same direction. We want it to look pretty. We don't want it to be just a boring sleigh. It's got to be pretty. Okay. This just gives it a little bit of added look to it versus it being, what you call it. Okay. So now the sleigh has got this beautiful little bit of Hi, Joanne. Is it Johan or Joanne? Jonah? Hi, Tina. How are you? Hey, Rebecca. Hello, Vaughn. Martha, did I say hi to you? I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm trying to remember everybody. So I want to spruce this up a little bit. We're going to put a little bit of glitter on here because you know me, life's not the same without a little bit of glitter. Or not glitter, but I use Epsom salt. You guys, if you know me, I use my Epsom salt a lot. I think that's what gives it that pretty Christmas look. Tomorrow I'm on Craft Around the Clock at 9 o'clock in the morning. We are going to do another cute, different vignette. You'll see it tomorrow. It'll be really cute. I love vignettes. I don't know. Hey, fellas, does anybody else like making vignettes? I just think they just are gorgeous. And it kind of brings you back to when you were a kid, if you're our age, my age. Okay, get rid of some of that. Okay, so now instead of it being boring, it's got some oompah to it. I got that glue. Isn't that pretty? Okay. So now we have our little Silent Night, and it's a little crooked, but that's because it printed on the paper like that, so I can't do too much about it. So we're going to go ahead and put this on next. Hopefully it'll work. Now we just got to figure out where we want our little vignette to go. Hey Teresa, how are you? So you can see where we're going to have our little sleigh. Isn't it cute? We'll have to figure out something more to do down here. I haven't really thought that one through. Okay, so I need to put greenery on this before I do anything else. So we're gonna stick greenery all the way around here. So I've got a couple pieces. So I was trying to figure out where I wanna go with this. I love stuff when it looks like it's white. A little bit of white and a little bit of green. We're gonna use some of this. Now, this is what I'm telling you guys. Take these little wreaths. Hi, Glenda. When you go to Hobby Lobby, these things will go on sale at Hobby Lobby for probably $2. Stock up on these because every little one of these is perfect to rip apart all your greenery, and you don't have to spend $1 million on greenery. So I don't need it this long. Now I'm gonna have to try to shove these in because these I don't have a stake for them. So I'm gonna put some of this first, and then we're gonna put the other stuff. So does anybody else do that? I may not be able to use this green or this. I need something to poke it in. I had the real good stuff to use to poke it in, but this is a harder stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not liking this. I really would prefer something that's a little, here, let me do these first. These got a good point to them, and then all I gotta do is layer them. So let's just do that instead. You will burn yourself in the process, which I just did. It's not very good, guys, sorry. Just gotta try to leverage it in. Take it for the, hey Elise. Forest Acres Primitive, darn it, I forgot your name. Sorry, girl. Mom's Country Living. Hi, Brenda. Okay, I'll get there with everybody. I need to get something that can poke into here. I didn't buy the real stuff, which I should have bought. Anybody else do that, where they end up gluing their fingers? It'll look fine when it's done. I'll have some body injuries, but that's okay. Usually all you need is just a good, like this one's perfect. You can get your pieces in. Some of them you just can't get the pieces in. This one's not very thick. So is everybody doing good tonight? Everybody excited about Thanksgiving? You're gonna have to go in here, stick a piece in there. I swear this glue is something else. I don't know if it's the glue or is it the machine that spews the glue that is such a mess or what. I don't know. I'm gonna put this one up a little higher. I like this one. If you can get them hi Joyce, how are you? If you can get them just to stick in, it'd be nice. This one doesn't want to stick. I'll have to find these little harder ones. Come on, you little puppy, you. Wasn't thinking, I wasn't gonna go on live today, but when somebody needs help and wants you to come in, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna get rid of that one. I'm gonna just try to glue these on. Let's see if I can just put a couple more. Let's see if I can just cut that little bit off and use the stem. I don't know why, because sometimes you could just shove these things in there and you can't. And that one's a little bit better, I guess. I may have to go grab my other ones. Well, those are not going to be cooperating, so maybe these will. Let's try these. These have a little bit more stability to them. So let's just clip these babies and see what happens. And again, this is another one of those. It's this stuff right here. Sometimes you can get it shoved in there. Oh, sorry, my nose is running. Does anybody else love this weather that we're getting? I know it's 40s, I think, today. Hey, Lynette, how are you? Hey, Janet, how are you doing? Just really wish my thing would just stick inside here. I'll just pour some more glue over it. We just want a nice little layer because we're going to be putting on a little bit of, what is that? Fur on here. Let's get a little bit more. See, some of these pieces are perfect. And then you got a few of these pieces that are not. These are just good for a base because then I can fill it in with everything else. Usually I don't have this much of a problem, but for some strange reason it's got issues. Now I'm going to layer on the top real quickly and then I'll show it to you guys. I'm going to just glue from the top now. We won't even stick it in, we're just going to glue it. Yeah. Do it the smart way. Hi, Kefany, how are you? Hey, Lori, hi, Iris. I'm just going to do things a little differently, I guess. So is everybody excited about Thanksgiving? It's fun when you can find different pieces to go in here with different textures. It just makes a world of difference on these vignettes. It beats killing myself. Hey, Tammy, how are you? This little angel we have, she's adorable, guys. I found her at an antique store. Look at this. This webbing is just driving me crazy, guys. So remember, take your little ones from Hobby Lobby and repurpose these for all your greenery. Well, when we're done, it will look nice, guys. I can guarantee that. I have all these plans. I started figuring this thing out. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? All these things I was figuring out what I want to do. And of course, the greenery is the one that's got to be a little toot right now. Stuff is like all over the place. I'm gonna have to need a maid just to come in here and clean up after myself. You just gotta make sure you have plenty. What time is it? Okay, I got till 8:45, so I need to get my act together here and not fight with this stuff. Okay, we need some more. Like I said, you could rip a whole entire one of these things apart and repurpose them. Just get rid of the excess. You only need so much of this. You don't need a ton. You just want to use this as a filler. No, wait, I'm on until, no, 8:50. No, I'm on until 9. What am I thinking? Lord have mercy, I tell you what, my brain is not with the program. For some reason, I was thinking I was going on at 8, and I almost went on tonight, like, oh no, I don't go on at 8 o'clock. Anybody else do that? Do that. Sometimes I don't. These little angels, these are the ones I found. These are antique angels, vintage angels. Hi Diane, how are you? They are just adorable. And I got some other cute vintage stuff too. We got to get enough of this in here so we can make it nice and full. And then I got a little bit of a boa that's going to go around it to kind of look snowy. Okay. So you see where I'm going with this, guys. Before I go any further, we're going to take this white boa, which is going to go underneath here. I'm going to have to glue this first, and it'll bring up all my goodies up a little higher. And then we'll fill everything in. Do anybody else like using these? I love using this stuff. These make great fillers, so it covers stuff. There's so much. This glue, this Ryobi, I've had it for probably 6 years, if not more. Doesn't that look better? Yeah. Doesn't that look better? Okay, that's the front. So let me just keep going here. You gotta shove it some more in here. A few more in there. And then see, there's so much of this excess stuff that you can just get rid of it. Now find any spare spaces and continue on. Like I said, I can use one of these and it covers just about everything, anything. Hey Connie, how are you? Hey Elizabeth, how are you? Hey Jane. I missed some of the people. I think I got caught up. Okay. I'm sure there's something you can do with this. The ring itself, I'm sure you could. You probably could put fabric around and create a new ring or something. Just keep going until you get a good amount of greens. The hard part was the first part we did. one to go in. Come on, just go in. Does anybody else like making vignettes? Hey Denise, hey Vicki. Did I say hi, Vicki? I don't know if I said hi. I'm so focused on trying to get this goober thing to stay where it's supposed to stay. Okay, you can see this is how it's getting full. And you want it to be full. You don't want it to be skimpy. I'm trying to think who the young lady is that when she does her vignette, she says the same thing. You want them full. You don't want them the size of your container. You want them to be over your container because then they look full. Okay. Sorry, my glue gun is just leaking like crazy here. Let me keep going. Once I can get this down, we can get to the good part. I can feel it crawling on my arms, guys. And we're gonna put some snow in the center once I get this outer edge done. I just wanna make sure I have plenty out here. These are fun. I love making these. This reminds me of my mom's decorating when she was around. And it's a good memory thing to have. Anybody else's mom into all that stuff? I remember my mom was 98. Hi Alyssa. Hey Jackie. My mom was 98 when she passed. I miss her so much. I had an older family. There's 12 of us, believe it or not. I am 10 of 12. Ouch! I'm at the bottom of the barrel, guys. Okay, so you see where we're going with this? You want it to be full. You don't want it to be thin. You want it to be full. Now I can go back to all these little spots. I always got to make sure where my beginning is. I'm going to add some of these little berries into here. I'm going to add a couple little berries into here to add some color. Gotta have color. Like it says, nothing goes to waste on these things, guys. Just stick your berries in there. I'll show it to you here in a second. I'm just gonna put the berries up to the front. I didn't think I brought a second one of these back, but this will be enough for just up in the front. I can always add more later. This is why my room is a mess. Hey Rose, hey Carolyn. Just gonna do these up front. I can go get some more of these later. Okay, so you see how that looks? See how pretty that is? Okay. Now, I'm gonna pour just a little bit of, no, I can't pour it in there. I'm gonna have to use a little brush. I'm gonna put some Mod Podge in, and then we're gonna put the Mod Podge all down in here. Put lots down inside your white area. This is where all the Epsom salt is gonna go. And if it gets on stuff, it's okay because this stuff is dries really clear. You want to make sure you have plenty so you can get underneath all this. And then we're going to just take our Epsom salt inside here. Hi Ellen, hey Shauna. And this is going to be the fun part. You go inside here. And you add the snow underneath there. Isn't that cute? So now, we've got plenty here. We don't need any more on here. We've got here. Now let's go ahead and take our, which one do you think? Which angel should we use? Now these are my vintage angels, guys. Which one should I use? Should I use blonde hair or the darker hair? Which one do you guys think? Which one do you think we should use? Now it looks like these had original wings are off, like they were broken, but I use them for vignettes. So do you want the darker hair or the lighter hair? What do you guys think? I think we'll go with the darker hair since I can't, it may take so much time. So I'm gonna put that here. Okay. Now we're not done yet. What do you think so far? What do you think? You like him? These little vignette things are so cute. Now we're not done. We got to do the same thing in here. I'm going to put a little bit of, what was I going to use in there? I don't want to use the fur. What could I use in there to cover that up? Well, I guess I could do, I'm trying to think of what could I use inside there. It's got to be white. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll just use another piece of this. Hi, Gina. How are you? Let me just put another piece of this in there. It's only just to cover the styrofoam and stuff. Let's see. If we can get that way down in here, that might just work. Use this one this time. I just want to cover the styrofoam up. And it'll look just like a blanket in there. And then we'll put a little piece in the back. There. And put it a little back. Hi Heidi, how are you? We'll put this in the back. We could cut that a little bit more. There's such a tiny little spot. So what do you guys think so far? Aren't they cute using these little guys? Okay, so we also have this, I found a bunch of these little picks. Aren't they adorable? Well, we're gonna dress it up. We're gonna add some Epsom salt to this one too. So where did my little container go? We're gonna add some Epsom salt. We're gonna dress this baby up. We don't want it to be boring. There's so many things you can do with this vintage stuff. I just think it looks so cool. My eyes are telling me, yeah, I got it all, and then my hands are telling me, I'm not sure if I got all of it. Okay. Does anybody else use Epsom salt a lot? I love this stuff. So cool. And it's cheaper, guys, and safety-wise for animals. So instead of it being a boring red like this, instead of it being boring, it's really pretty now. Now it really looks vintage. I'm going to try to dry it a little bit here. Turn it on low. And it kind of gives it that look of snow. Okay, now I'm going to try to put this in here with him on the edge. Better way out so you can actually see it. Maybe I should. No, I really wanted it back here. Just kind of got to be a little careful with these so you don't break them. So what do you guys think? Hi Tanya, how are you? So isn't that cute what you can do with vintage stuff though and make it look prettier instead of it being just so boring? Now, if you're a true collector and don't want to touch it, that's your choice. Okay, so we're going to add a tree. That was my plan, was to add a tree into here. Let's see if I can figure out where the tree was going to go. I think before we do the tree, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to add more glitter to it. Just run your brush up and down. And like I said, diamond dust is good, but just remember, diamond dust can be harmful to your animals. They could, because it's glass, it's crushed glass, you guys. And if they get it in their paws, they can't tell you that it's in their paws. So I rarely use my diamond dust. I mainly use Epsom salt now, because it didn't even click that that's not good for them. I mean, I had that stuff in my hands, my fingers, and it's not really good for your animals. So now we got the trees dressed up. Hey Janet, how are you? At least the tree's dressed up now. So we're gonna try to hold on to this. Oh, I got a little bit more there. Like I said, you can take something so easy and so simple and dress it up. I'm gonna put it over here. I'm gonna figure out where exactly this little guy is gonna go. I think it's gonna have to go over in here. I gotta try to hold it and shove it in. So what do you guys think? Hi Anne-Marie, how are you? If you've never done one of these, you really should. They are really a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm gonna take some, what time is it? Okay, I got till 9 o'clock. I'm going to take and put a little snow at the bottom. I've got everything glued on top. My glue gun is just pouring glue. I waste more glue, I think, in it standing still than anything else. I'm going to take a little bit of this DAP. This stuff is great, guys, for making frosting, snow, and everything. Hey, Deborah, how are you? I'm going to put a little bit more of this in here, Mod Podge in here. I just want to make sure it'll stick. And then we'll put some of this on our branches too. So we're gonna just try to put some on the bottom. And the only thing I like about it is that then it looks really like snow. Don't worry about being perfect. Snow's not perfect. It's hard to hold everything. I love working with this stuff, guys. If you've never worked with DAP, you gotta try it, guys. It's fun. Now you could put this thing on a pedestal if you really wanted to. And of course, I'm not going to tonight. Hey, Kathy, how are you? DAP is awesome, especially if you do faux bakes. Oh, yeah, that's the way to go. Epsom salt is good to use on certain things. It's kind of like sugar. I'm trying to make sure I hold it the way. How do you guys like that? Hey, Bob, how are you? You guys like that? Hey, Tracy. So there's so many things you guys can do with these. You know, it doesn't have to be just one way specific. It can be different directions. Now let me go find me give me just a second. I gotta go find me a little star I forgot to grab. There you know Oh, I have one. Sorry if I'm out of the picture. Just give me a minute and I shall find my little wooden stars. They're here. I was going to use and do a candle, but I've got enough stuff going on here. I don't need a candle. Okay. Let me see if I can find a star for on the top of the tree. I need to go buy some. I have all kinds of stuff. I don't know. I've got tons of stuff sitting in this container. Not too big. No, I guess that's not too big. Let's straighten it up. Okay. I'm going to take this star and I am going to just put on some Mod Podge. Where's my... There it is. It's hiding on me. I'll just use a little bit of that. I go through, I don't know about you guys, but I must go through 50,000 different brushes. All I want to do is make this. I don't do very good with little stuff. I've got such bad hands. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Some more of this. This gives you that really that antique look. I'm gonna do the upper part. I gotta glue the rest, so we're gonna try not to too much in there. And make sure sometimes I have a tendency to be off screen. Y'all gonna have to start screaming at me. Okay, so what do you guys think? Oop, my hand went into the stuff. So what do you think, guys? I got 4 more minutes. Hey Shelby, how are you? Or Shelly, I'm sorry. Okay, so now we can go ahead and add, I could add a couple little things in here too. Let me see, I got all this glue everywhere. Everywhere. I'll have to pull out. Okay, I could add a little bit more snow in some other areas. This stuff is great, guys. If you've never used DAP, you need to try it. It's really a lot of fun. Just a little bit of Mod Podge and DAP and a little Dapalooya. We're just gonna throw some heavy snow in some areas. Yes, I'm a messy crafter, but you know what? It's fun. Hey Barb, hey Dee, how are you? So what do you guys think? What do you think? You guys like them? And it's the Silent Night. Of course, it's very hard for me to hold it for you. Silent Night underneath there. And she's got her little vintage lantern that keeps falling. Trying to get it from, it's very plasticky. Maybe I can stick a piece of fabric in there and hold it back a little bit. Yeah. Anybody else love going to vintage stores? Oh, I love it when I can find stuff. Okay, now I was gonna take some little, so put on the tree. I got 2 more minutes, guys. We're gonna put some beads on the tree. These are Dollar Tree now. You can't find this stuff like you used to be able to find it, these little pearls. If you can find them, grab them. I'm almost out. Hi Connie, hey Julie. So let me turn this around again. I'm not very good with tiny stuff. I don't know about you guys, but tiny stuff is not really my My hands just aren't like they used to be. But then I guess we all in the same boat, aren't we? I got lots of glue. Trying to find everything. Trying to get it all the way around. That doesn't work. I gotta do it from the front. Yeah, so that one goes down to here. And that down to here. They're very sticky, and that's right. Guys, I got one more minute. I'm not sure who's on next because the original lady, I guess, was not feeling good or something came up, so I'm not quite sure who's on next. But stay on the same page and you'll get to see the next crafter. And my hands don't work very well. And this is not sticking very good. I can glue it later. So, okay guys, I gotta go. Love you. Bye.